Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is August the 23rd, 2023, and today the topic is former days, former things. Happy Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope that you all had a terrific Tuesday. Mine was just fun. I wanted to check really quick. Let me go and look at my calendar. Hopefully I don't turn anything off in the midst of me looking. But I want to see if I'm getting this correct, y'all. Okay, yesterday. Okay, yesterday would have made 7 days until my birthday. So today makes 6 days until my birthday, y'all. And today I actually announced that my nonprofit of the year that you guys can donate to on the behalf of my birthday is none other than my friends over there at Mom Bomb, y'all. Yes, I decided to make them my nonprofit receivers this year. So if you guys want to support or anything like that, then yeah, check out my pages, you know what I'm saying? Check them out. You guys should be able to see, especially on like Facebook. You guys should be able to see the post that I did in reference to Mom Bomb being my nonprofit choice of the year. And if you guys want to just support Mom Bomb in general, go to actressmiraclesims.com and click the Mom Bomb button. Speaking of them, I had a meeting yesterday, which I told you all about. Because they're in Whole Foods now. So we're doing, working on a campaign of sorts to, get some sales going at Whole Foods and whatnot. And so, yeah, y'all go and check out your local Whole Foods. And if you don't see Mom Bomb there should be like a fall collection right now and whatnot of a couple of bombs. And so if you guys don't see it, go ask for it and things like that. If you don't mind, right, helping us out and things of that nature. I got some things on my heart and mind that I would love to do and whatnot as well. So, I'm gonna be praying that I'll be able to do it and whatnot. But yeah, just throwing it out there, y'all. Just throwing it out there. If you guys want to support in any capacity, then check it out at justmiraclesims.com, or just go straight to your Whole Foods, or just donate through my birthday nonprofit fundraiser. I guess, yeah, you consider it to be a fundraiser. That is some cool things that I'm sure y'all know about it. Facebook does this thing where you can choose a nonprofit XYZ. And I usually choose my mom's nonprofit, Inspirational Outreach. But for some reason, I didn't see her name on the list this year. So I don't know what's going on with that, Mom. But I mean, those of y'all that's on Facebook and whatnot, go and check out my mom's organization. They're doing amazing things as well, Inspirational Outreach. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. So, other than that, yesterday, speaking of Mom Bomb, I know it's a Mom Bomb morning, y'all. But last night, I had a lovely, lovely bath with a variety of Mom Bomb products, actually. But one thing I did try that was a little bit new was the CBD salt that they have. So I don't know if it was just a whole combination or what, but just saying your girl feels real nice and relaxed, you know what I'm saying? And the fragrances are lingering and everything like that. So yeah, had a nice little bath last night and everything. Man, y'all's nephew NJ, he is so funny. Like he saw me drawing the bath. I want to get in the bath too. He went and grabbed some water, like, I got my water. It's like, NJ, everything ain't for you, kid. Sorry. But anywho, so that was a cute moment last night. Speaking of him and cute moments, shout out to Mountain West Church. Those of you all that follow me on social media, you may already know. But me and him, we did paint yesterday. He rushed through his painting, y'all. He rushed through the painting and then he started like painting other stuff. Found like a random envelope. There's just random other stuff that he was just painting outside of the one painting. But it was nice. So shout out to Mountain West for creating these moments and whatnot and providing the materials and things like that for the ministry. And it was nice. It was a nice little moment. We just put on some nice little calm, lo-fi music, you know what I'm saying? And we was just painting. And so yeah, it was a nice moment. Speaking of that, I told y'all, of course, I thought of my friend, Miss Summer Kai, because that was something that I wanted to do with her. And when I chit-chatted with her about it, she said that she was going to or wanting to do an event with the kids, like a pour painting, I guess, effect or whatever the case is. So sounds cool, man. Looking forward to her and, the rest of her endeavors and things that she is working on as well. But let's get into this conversation, y'all. Let's get into it because I know y'all are here for the juice. Y'all ain't just here to hear about my day and everything like that. But yeah, former days, former things. The inspiration this morning, I would say, came from probably the prayer meditation, probably some other things I saw this morning as well. I did see some interesting quotes about like the past and things like that. But and unfortunately I don't remember all of the prayer meditation this morning, but ultimately I would say that that's where inspiration came from, to think about the past, or this concept of not thinking about the past or dwelling on the past and things of that nature. um and so when I, cleared my heart and mind at X, Y, and Z and started to, look up verses and things, I pretty much looked up the past and those verses was resonating with me. And so I said, okay, well, I guess that's what we're talking about today. And as I started to study that, that's where the phrase former days and former things came into my heart and mind. So here are the verses that stood out to me. Let me see. I got a comment real quick. Oh, it's my mama, y'all. Good morning, mama. She says, good morning, sister. I was just talking about you and inspirational outreach and everything. But yeah, shout out to my mama, y'all. So, Ecclesiastes 7 and 10, it says, say not, why were the former days better than these? For it is not from wisdom that you ask this. Ooh, I don't know. Is that pulp this morning, y'all? I mean, it felt good, and when I was reading this morning, but I guess reading it out loud does kind of make it feel some kind of way. And hey, man, I'm sure we all have been guilty of this idea one way or another. I know that, for example, after the cultivation period, that that gap of years between my years in Florida and then before I met my husband, I would kind of think back on my quote unquote former years. I would think back on the cultivation period and be like, man, I need to get back to the way I used to be, studying, and the way I used to be just, I felt like I was being used by God at that time because I was doing these little things on YouTube, like let that marinate in it or whatever the case is. And it just would, I would just share things that God had put on my heart and mind to say and whatnot. And just feeling like I was really being obedient at that time, that when I got off track, I would think back on those days. And so, I mean, it might not be the worst thing, right, to think about the past, but I think we also have plenty of examples of how the past can hold us back and hold us down. And so I believe that this conversation is more so about that, right? You can always reflect back and, maybe even thank God, right, or for the way things were, whatever the case is. But, when we just, I don't know, I guess the negative things in life, or I feel like a lot of us are stuck in the past when it comes to, I guess ideas and or maybe in some injustices and things of that nature. I mean, I'm sure I can sit here and list a whole bunch of things. I know, especially here in America, a lot of people are focused on the past. And what I find is that, like, throughout my life, I tend to like focus more so on the future. And so, but regardless of whether you're focusing on the past or the future, then you're not focused on the present. Speaking of that, man, I guess I feel led to go to this. So after I wrote down these verses and whatnot that I'm going to be sharing with you all, I went to gotquestions.org and I looked up this, again, I just looked up the past. And the first article that I came across was called, Is Forgetting the Past Biblical? You guys can go and read that on your own. That's in the Go Deeper section. But I just want to share some of the things that kind of stood out to me as I was reading that. one of the things said this right here. I guess this concept of forgetting the past is taking on this mindset right here. No longer caring for, neglecting, refusing to focus on, nothing. Yeah, refusing to focus on. So that's what I believe, that again, according to the Bible, whatnot, is what's meant about not do I guess focusing so much on the former things, right? It's like choosing to, not focus on that, even though again, I know we can all be guilty of it one way or another, but at some point we have to choose not to dwell on in the past. And so here goes some more verses, y'all. Let me see, Isaiah 43:15. It says, remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. So there you go. I mean, obviously this is another verse that reminds me of again, the opposite, because there's all these quotes out there, especially the one that says, what is it? How does it go? I didn't write it down this morning, but it's something like, I guess being doomed to repeat the past if you don't know about it or something like that. And I get that concept. I can understand where people are coming from with that, right? But on the flip side, when you think about what the Bible is saying here, and then when you look at again the current state of the world, the people that are so focused on what happened back then, and like I said, all the injustices or all the things, oh, you did me wrong back then. It's like, can we focus on today? And speaking of that, here's another quote that was standing out to me as I read that article I was telling y'all about. And it says, nothing hinders present service quite like being marred with another time. So again, whether that's the future, like I used to be, always focused on the future, or the past, right? You're not focused on what's currently going on with you, for you, and through you today, when you're constantly focused on those other things. And so it's just something to think about. I mean, like there's plenty of Bible that talks about this as well. It talks about there, being enough trouble for today to focus on, right, rather than again the future or the past. And so I mean, I don't know who this is for. I hope that this is encouraging and inspiring whoever listens to the sound of my voice today, that sometimes we have to let some things go. There might be some forgiveness that need to take place, whatever the case may be. And the thing is, what should humble us all is understanding that at the end of the day, God gives this to us, right? At the end of the day, the forgiveness, the letting go of what happened in the past. And even the thing is too, it can still be good reflections of the past, but again, if you're dwelling on that thing so much that you're missing the opportunities to do whatever the Lord wants you to do now, then that's where again you're crossing the line when it comes to this whole conversation. So I mean, again, I hope y'all are encouraged and inspired by this, because I only got a little bit more, so it ain't like I got a whole lot to say this morning about this, but let's keep going. So then we got Romans 8:5. Okay, and it says, for those who live according to the flesh set their minds on things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit set their minds on the things of the Spirit. So again, I mean, I know I challenge myself, or I question this all the time. It's like, well, making sure I'm keeping my mind on things of the Spirit and everything. And I know, like I said, it's hard because you're like, oh man, I got the physical life, I got bills, I got whatever, and you thinking about all the things that you're going through or whatever. But or again, when we're talking about this conversation of past or present or future, you're thinking about, oh well, yeah, the good old days or whatever, you know what I mean? However you going through it in your heart and mind. And I mean, I guess again, I guess maybe that's a fleshly mindset is what I'm receiving here, y'all. I mean, that's a fleshly mindset to be dwelling so much on the past. So let's focus on the present. Let's focus on what God is doing right now. And then, and prayerfully we can get to the future or whatever that is and stuff like that. Let's not dwell too much on that either, because like I told you all earlier, I was guilty of that myself, thinking about the future and things like that. And so, yeah, there's just so much to do with the present, as well as to be appreciative of for the present. And so, let us all challenge ourselves to focus on not only, I guess, the present, but then also the things of the spirit, and hopefully that keeps that order in place. Once again, this is a familiar verse, but here it is, Hebrews 13:8. It says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. So, at the end of the day, I mean, this is ultimately the juice this morning. I know that we can think about the past and focus on it so much and, maybe even miss it or whatever the case is. But remember that there's plenty of work to be done today. And that's what we should focus on, y'all. The things of the spirit, understanding that Jesus is the same, again, back then, today, and forever. And like I said, that's the juice. That is the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is James 1:12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. There you go. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. Anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you to those that support in any aspect. Speaking of that, y'all, listen. Last time I looked on our YouTube, we got 990 of y'all up on here, man. So to God be the glory. Look, we're 10 away from our goal of 1,000. And so, I'm grateful for each and every one of you all that have decided to subscribe and share and all those different things. Like I said, my husband, look, I got to dust him off and wax him or whatever the case is, so he can come on here. Because, that was part of the challenge, right? We get to the 1,000, he was supposed to finally grace the channel. So I still haven't figured out what we're going to do. But yeah, I know we're not going to go live, so don't look for that. We're not going live. I know that much, but yeah, y'all, we 10 subscribers away from the goal. So to God be the glory for that, y'all. Super excited, I mean, it's our first 1,000, you know what I'm saying? I know other people got, all these followers and all this and all that, right? But I'm thankful for what I have. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you all. And I hope that you guys are enjoying the content that we create here. Like I said, much, much more coming, the Lord's will. And yeah, man, yeah, that means I need to get some stuff in place. I had kind of paused on one of my ideas, but I need to, I don't know, y'all subscribing. So I gotta, I want to be able to make an announcement when we do our video for celebrating the 1,000. I want to be able to make another announcement. So I need to get some stuff in place. But anywho, outside of that, I think that's it. I mean, today, I guess I'm supposed to have another little marketing conversation with somebody. So we're gonna see how that go. And then outside of that, I think I'm supposed to like do childcare at the church tonight. But that's it. That's on my schedule for today. So we gonna see what the Lord do. I'll let y'all know tomorrow if the Lord's will, what all happens. But yep, y'all have a wonderful Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye.